Hey everybody, Crypto Mentor 99. It is still October 29th, Friday, 2021, late afternoon, doing some videos. I'm smiling because I'm going to do a video about I met the Coors beer man, and I'll explain that in a second. And right before I hit the record button on my phone, I'm thinking, I've met some pretty interesting people over the years or over the course of my lifetime so far. And this is a little random, but I just want to share this with you. So I meet this guy, and I didn't know him. Obviously, he didn't know me. And we started a conversation. And, well, let me back up. So I see this guy, and he's got like a cowboy hat on, or not like a cowboy hat, you know, dark skin, like the sun, big, like handlebar, is that what they call it, mustache. And so I strike up a conversation with the guy, and guys, at least in the United States, they always seem to ask, well, hey, what do you do for a living? Or like if you don't know a person, you want to get some common ground. So we start talking, and this guy says to me, well, I was the first Coors beer man on their commercials back in the day. And I'm like, really? Now, disclaimer, random thought. I grew up in Illinois, and back in the day, like over 45 years ago, Coors beer was only, fact checked me, Google it. Coors beer was only sold west of the Mississippi. Coors beer is located in Colorado. And I don't know when, now you could buy Coors beer all over, but back in the day when I was in high school hoisting a few Coors myself, don't tell my mom, you could only buy Coors beer east of the Mississippi River. Coors beer did not market their beer. I don't know why west of the Mississippi would include the state of Illinois. Google it, fact check me. That's how old I am. So this guy says to me, well, I was the first Coors beer man. I'm like, oh, I didn't know Coors beer had a Coors beer man. And he was almost apologetic about it, but I guess he was sitting, was this New Mexico? He was sitting on his pickup truck. This is the way he explains it. The sun's going down. He's smoking a cigarette. And there's his fence. I don't know, like, did he have cattle? I don't know. I'm not a cattleman. I didn't ask him. And someone from Coors Beer saw him just sitting out in the middle of nowhere in New Mexico and said, there's a possibility that we're going to do some commercials and we need a Coors beer man in our commercials. Would you like to be it? He's like, I guess so. So I don't know how long Coors beer, I graduated from high school in the mid 70s. So this dude was probably definitely older than me. But again, interesting guy that I met. I think his name was Gary. I'm going to try to put his picture in the thumbnail of this video, but sometimes when I put pictures there, they turn them upside down or on its side, and I don't know how to flip them back. But anyhow, I met this little guy right here, met the first Coors beer man who appeared in many of the early Coors beer commercials. I have no idea why I just said that, but anyhow, have a good weekend. Love y'all. Bye-bye.